Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Zoe. I hope the lighting and the brightness is okay. It's like one of those like gloomy, cloudy, yet kind of light days, so yeah, I mean, I took one like 3-second take before this, but I closed my window on the other side to see. Maybe that'll help with the backlighting because it was a little odd. So yeah, why did I do that? Okay, this is a Black Friday fragrance haul. I bought a lot of perfume. I mean, like, a lot. For some reason, I was not into perfume for like I don't know, a few months at least. You know, literally every time I try to film a video, it doesn't matter how much energy I have, I always yawn. Every single time. Like, I have not yawned today before, like, starting this video. And then I yawn, whatever. Yeah, so I redeemed my free coupon from that perfume sampler I bought from the VIB sale. I also actually bought a perfume from Sephora, which is a first, because I never bought a full-size perfume from there before, but it was a really good deal. So there's that. I also bought quite a few items from Dossier, and I have quite a few more on the way, because I probably should combine my orders, so I could have gotten more of a discount, but it was more like a last minute type of purchase thing. And I also got some things from Native, so, and an extra thing, which is a piece of clothing that I just want to show because it's like one of my favorite pieces of clothing right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna start with the Sephora stuff. So Sephora was having their Black Friday deal, and it was 50% off they had 50% off a lot of things. They also, on actual Black Friday, they had 30% off of Fenty Beauty, and I was mistaken. I didn't realize that Fenty Skin was an entirely different brand, because I was 100% can use that 30% off to buy the 3-pack of the Butter Drops, because I priced it out, and it comes out as almost, it's like almost 2 ounces more than buying a regular size Butter Drop and using the 30% off, so it was actually a better deal, and you get to try all 3 of the kinds. But it was Fenty Beauty, not Fenty Skin, so I didn't get that. But I did end up going in store to my Sephora. They actually had 20% off of the brand Dead Cool, and I watch Amy Glam a lot. I love her channel. Her review videos are great, and she always recommends the Dead Cool Taunt, and there they had the full-size Dead Cool Taunt as well as Dead Cool Milk perfumes for 20% off. It was like an in-store only deal, because I looked online and it's not on sale online, so it was like an in-store only deal, which is great. And I also redeemed my free perfume from my perfume sampler. So okay, so for the perfume sampler, it was $90, and it was you get a full-size perfume, whichever one you chose. The options were Replicas by the Fireplace, Fleur's Solar Power, Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, what was it? Carolina Herrera's Good Girl Blush, and Tom Ford's Black Orchid. I think that's everything. That's 5. I feel like that's everything. And it came in with additional Sol de Janeiro 62, I think, hair and body mist. So I actually really like that scent. In the beginning I didn't really love it, but it smells better in your hair and it lasts for a long time too. So yeah, so if you chose the Black Orchid by the Fireplace, you would get a 1 ounce. The Fleur, Carolina Herrera, and Juliet Has a Gun, I think, were 1.7s. So I did end up going with Replicas by the Fireplace. You probably guessed. Oh wow, that is super like blurry, glary. Okay, sorry about that. I think it's the reflective packaging. Yeah, so it's Replica by the Fireplace, 1 ounce. So I got this for free after buying that. So no extra cost today, but I already paid. I paid $85. Oh yeah, I paid $85 with the it's not opening. Okay, I paid $85 with the 10% off. I realized in the video I said 15% off. Like, I'm so dumb. Seriously, that was 10. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Okay. So yeah. So technically, this was $85 plus all the perfume samples, and a lot of them were actually like almost the same size as a travel size, which is those $30 a piece usually. So yeah, so this is it. That's what it looks like. I think the snow is just reflecting off the light outside because it's very snowy today. There's that. So, and I think the regular one ounce of this is like 90, so it was a good $5 off the regular plus all the minis. So here it is. This is it. So there's that. Really cute. I like the bottle with like the little, I don't know what you call that on the top. Looks very pretty. It kind of looks like one of those like succulent sprayers where it sprays little water. Okay. Yep. Burning wood and chestnut are the notes, and yeah, I don't know. I have the mini of this, so I know what this smells like, and I've liked this for a long time. So yeah, smells good. It is just a beautiful, sweet, woody, soft, like woody vanilla fragrance. I really do love it. I think you almost get the nutty note. It's like, it's really good. And I also smelled Jazz Club in store and I really like that. And I think I might have ordered that from Dossier, but I'm not sure. If I did, it's in my newest order, but I'm really not sure if I did. Yeah, it smells really good, so I'm very happy I got this. I was actually like debating getting the Carolina Herrera one, but I realized I don't wear perfume in the summer because that's like more like a spring summer scent in my opinion, almost ever. I really don't. So I have, it's like 7 milliliters. It's almost a travel size, and I have a travel atomizer, and those are pourable, so I can just dump it in there and then be able to spray it. So I was like, that's probably enough for me. I really don't wear perfume in the summer at all. It just seems to be too overpowering because of the heat. But yes, I am extremely happy I got this. It just smells so good. So there's that. Okay, then once I was in the store, I smelled Dead Cool's Taunt and Milk. And Milk at first smelled really citrusy, then it dried out my skin. It was a fresh, creamy lactonic scent. It wasn't like, I don't know, noticeably milky, but it was lactonic, I guess. Creamy and smooth, but it was also fresh. I really liked it, and I was planning to go back today and do some more shopping because I need like dry shampoo and micellar water as well. Not from there, but you know. And if it was still 20% off, I was going to use that and get it. Because the fragrance is 4 times points now anyways. And, well, I'm still waiting for the other perfume I purchased, the 4 times points to show up in my account, like the actual points did, but the 4 times points did not. You know what I mean? So if they don't show up soon, I'm going to call because I really want those points. Yeah, anyways. So, because then I would have had 500 points, which means I could get $10 off on top of that, which would have been great. Because it would have made it like 20% off of the $90 was $72. So I would have gotten it for $62, which is a really good price. So anyways, after my almost 10 minutes of rambling, I left Rambling by the Fireplace, and I'm very happy I got that. Yes, okay, so the Dead Cool scent I did pick up is Taunt. Basically because of Amy Glam's review, and I sprayed it on my jacket. I sprayed the Milk on my skin and the Taunt on my jacket, and I didn't love it at first, but over time, as I was like standing in line and sniffing it, because if I had for some reason, I would just put it back if I didn't like it while I was standing in line. So I was smelling my arm. It was like a nice cozy scent, but different as well. The notes for this, the description is bergamot, vanilla, and amber. It's 1.7 fluid ounces, and yeah. I picked this up for $72 with a 4 times points multiplier. And also, I think this like packaging, it's like a slate type of print. It's really pretty. Okay, so I already sprayed this in the box. Let's see if I can still smell it. But that was an entire day ago. So this is what it looks like. This one is the Dead Cool #1. It does not have the name on the front, which is funny because I asked one of the employees to find it, and she was like, what is it? I'm like, I don't know. For some reason, they didn't put the name on the front, but I sprayed in here. So after sitting for an entire day, it smells more citrusy, but for the first few hours, it's definitely very sweet. So when you first spray it, you get a hint of the bergamot, definitely vanilla and amber. And as it dried down on my clothes, it was getting caramely and really nice. I haven't tried it on my skin yet, but so far I do like it. It is definitely an early fall, late summer, early fall, and or spring type of gourmand, because it's not super gourmand or super heavy or woody or anything. It's like a nice it's like a beginner gourmand, I guess. So it smells really pretty. I do really like it. And I don't typically like citrusy notes like the bergamot, but who knows, I really like it. So there's that. Okay, now let's get into, I'll just show you the shirt I was talking about. So I know this is from Walmart, and I know some of their clothes can be super sketchy, but I really do like this one, especially for the price. So it's just this plain black, like knitted, not knitted, ribbed type of turtleneck, and it is like one of those like where it kind of stretches out. This is actually a pretty thick material, so it's like it's not a cold turtleneck, like it's actually going to keep you kind of warm. These sell for $14.98, so for 15 bucks, these are pretty good, because I already have one, and I got another one of the exact same thing, because black is one of those like colors I can wear for work. Yeah, no, I love it though. It is actually a cozy turtleneck. It's a kind that kind of just like, it kind of just gives it like this pretty, effortless, kind of slouchy look without looking like you didn't try, you know what I mean? Without looking disheveled, but it's a nice, like, slouchy, cozy look. And it has a very high turtleneck that you can fold down, and it just looks really cute, and it's very cozy and warm for a cheap turtleneck. So my other one has held up pretty well. I've worn that a lot already. I've probably worn it like 10 times because I just kind of wash and repeat for work clothes because I'm just going to work, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a nice turtleneck for that. Perfect for layering under cardigans and whatever, but I really, really do like it. So there's that. Okay, also, I apologize for the mess in the back. The cats are sleeping in my bed, and so I'm not gonna like make my bed and move them because they don't need to be moved. So next we'll move on to native, and I'll just do a quick rundown. So I got 3 deodorants because I'm running out of my Sugar Cookie one. I should be done with it pretty soon. And then I have the, what is it? The Spiked Eggnog. And I don't really love that one. For some reason, it just doesn't work as well as the other ones I've had. So I have that one as well, and that one's probably halfway done too, but I just don't like that one. So I got some more. One of these I've had before, and 2 of them I have not. So the one I've had before is Candy Cane. So I've used up an entire Candy Cane before. Yeah, I got this in like January or something of last year, and I was using it up till, I don't know, it was like almost summertime. So it lasts like 4 months. So yeah, I don't know. Candy cane scent. It is like just an actual nice pepperminty candy cane scent. I really, really love it. It doesn't smell bad in the summer either. So these are originally $13, and these are just the classic deodorants. But they were 30% off for a $35 order, so 3 times 13 is 39. So I got 30% off of that, which is, oh, wow, it's almost $12 off, so whatever that comes out to. But yeah, that was the first one. I also picked up Honey and White Oak. I thought this would be a nice all year round kind of sweet scent. So yeah, it's nice. It's like a powdery, woody honey scent. I like it. So there's that. Get that one. And lastly, I picked up Fresh Mistletoe. I thought this would be like the berries that it shows there, but it's not. So ooh. It is like a nondescript kind of fresh citrusy scent. So I wish it was more fragrance, but it's okay. It's fine. I just wish it was more like of a different, like a more complicated fresh scent. I don't know. Anyways, moving on to my Dossier order. I have lots of Dossier stuff right here. I have 5, and the next order has even more. So I'm gonna start going over them. So this is the first one. This is Floral Marshmallow, which I'll just show the card. It's a dupe for Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. The notes. Top notes are marshmallow, neroli, and bergamot. Middle notes of orange blossom, honeysuckle, jasmine, and orris. And base notes of amber, vanilla, and musk. So I sprayed it on here. I mean, like, it was like 3 days ago, so I don't expect it to smell like that anymore. But I'll spray the box. So I have smelled, here, I'll show you the actual bottle. I have smelled Killian's Love Don't Be Shy in store before, and I thought it smelled sweeter than this, but let's just say that Killian's Love Don't Be Shy probably had been sitting for a few months at that point as a tester on the shelves. So okay, so I get the jasmine in this, and it kind of smells like the jasmine from Gucci's Bloom. I haven't worn them on my skin at all yet, so this is just like my first sniff impressions. Well, I've sniffed them before, but you know, like first spraying, I don't know what you call that. Okay, my impressions. And I don't know what orris smells like, but I kind of smell a similar scent to other fragrances that have orris. So it's jasmine and orris and a fluffy marshmallowness. And then it's like drying down into more of a sweet, fluffy, marshmallowy, vanilla, citrusy type of scent. So I do really like it. It's not what I'm expecting, but then again, like I said, the one in store when I had tested it was sitting for quite a while, and I do actually have a sample size of Kilian's Little Be Shy, so I'll probably be like actually comparing these, like wearing one on one arm and one on the other. Me after letting this sit for a while, since the other ones I have been sitting for a while. So yeah, I do like it, although I think it needs a little bit of time just to sit around and develop in the sweeter notes, the base notes. So there's that. That was for Marshall. So that's originally $39. I think I probably got it at for $20. So because I joined Dossier Plus, which got you, I had 35% off, which is additional Dossier Plus 10% off. So, so yeah, I got 45% off. So yeah, there's that. But really good deal, I guess. So there's that one. Okay. Next there's this one. This is Fruity Brown Sugar, which is a dupe for YSL's Monterey, I believe. Yep. Top notes of bergamot, raspberry, and pear. Middle notes of jasmine, orange blossom, and brown sugar. And base notes of patchouli, amber, and vanilla. And this one, both of these two were concentration of 18%. So here's Fruity Brown Sugar. Spray it on the thing, and they do have returns, so if I do end up not liking any of these within 30 days, I can return them. So just let that dry quick. So I am getting the patchouli. I don't know, maybe the raspberry. It is like a juicy raspberry, like raspberry and apple juice kind of a smell, which is odd. But I am getting the patchouli and also some other florals and the sweetness. And yeah, I don't know, I let this dry down once before, and I did get the brown sugary kind of vibe, which is already doing that, like that juicy raspberry patchouli is kind of melting away, getting into more sweet fruity floral type of scent. It smells really nice. I'll have to wear it on my skin, like I said, but I do enjoy it so far. So that was Fruity Brown Sugar from Dossier. Okay. Next, we have Powdery Tobacco, which is a dupe for Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. And the reason I got this is because I have, do I have it right here? I have Tom Ford's Oud Wood, which I really like. Yeah, this one, Tom Ford Oud Wood. And I really like it, and so I thought, I mean, Tobacco Vanille, maybe not the same thing as Oud Wood, but you know. So the notes of this one are tobacco, ginger, and apricot. Middle notes of honey, vanilla, and cocoa. Base notes of tonka bean, dry fruits, and blonde woods. Again, 18% concentration. Okay, so here's what this one looks like. For this one, and so far, after doing my initial first sniffs, a few days after I got them, I think this was my favorite, which is interesting because I didn't think I would like tobacco scents, but the tobacco and the vanilla, they smell really good. So yeah. So at first I'm getting almost a citrusy. Oh, that's the ginger. I would say citrusy smell, but it's definitely the ginger. And almost immediately I'm definitely getting the honey, the woodsiness, and like those slightly sweet dried fruit, maybe like a dried cranberry kind of note. Not getting cocoa, but I'm getting a sweet tobacco, woodsy note, like a burnt, not like a charred wood, but like a nice toasted wood note. Vanilla and honey. Like, it smells really good. It is almost a little manly, but it's definitely pretty girly too. So that was Powdery Tobacco from Dossier. Like, so far, my least favorite that I've tried out of all these right now is the Fruity Brown Sugar. So okay, so the fourth one is Floral Musk, which I believe is Lancome's Idole, I think. Yeah, Lancome's Idole, which I have smelled before, and I'm not sure if it was like a Idole flanker, because they don't smell the same as far as I remember, but I did wear them on my skin, and it was a sample size, and sometimes people say sample sizes are very different from the big ones. So this one has a concentration of 15%. The top notes are pear, bergamot, and lychee. Middle notes of jasmine and rose, and base notes of musk, vanilla, and patchouli. So here is Floral Musk. And it smells good. It is a little old womany, but we'll see how it smells on my skin. Yeah, so I'm getting the pear and the lychee. I'm not getting the bergamot very much, but a little bit. Citrusy note. It is musky and a hint of powdery. Yeah, I feel like this, maybe the one I smelled was a flanker because it doesn't smell the same. The one I smelled was much more, what you would say, much more sweet. And I know it was Annie Dole. I don't know which one though, so I mean, it is getting sweeter. And maybe again, it just has to sit because, I mean, it does have vanilla, but it's not like a dark color yet, so I do like it. I'm not in love with it though, so we'll see how I feel about it later. But so far, it's okay. Not exactly what I remember, but one that I smelled could have been like developing the scent for a little while longer. So, okay, and finally, oh my gosh, 22 minutes. Okay, yeah, this is the Gourmand Orange Blossom, which, oh, this is Livia Belle. Is it Lancome's? Lancome's Livia Belle, 18% concentration. The top notes are orange blossom, blackcurrant, and hazelnut. Middle notes of orris, jasmine, sambac, and patchouli, and base notes of praline, vanilla, and tonka bean. Here's Gourmand Orange Blossom. I've never actually smelled Livia Belle before, but I've heard, like, Vanilla Mikkel, I think, really likes it. I think. And some of the people say it's very old lady-ish, but I like the notes, you know? So, yeah. So, first, I don't know what I'm really smelling, but it's probably the blackcurrant. And I'm smelling, like, is there a tonka? Yeah. Like a tonka creaminess and a hint of an orangey note from the Orange Blossom. I'm not really smelling patchouli, orris, or jasmine. Maybe a little bit of jasmine, tiny bit. And I am getting almost a nutty smell from the hazelnut, but also a creamy sweet smell from the vanilla. So I do really like this one, actually. So yeah, that is it. So if I had to rank them, I think currently Powdery Tobacco would be first. Then Gourmand Orange Blossom. Where'd the other one go? Did I put it in the, I think I left it in the box. Okay. So, Powdery Tobacco, Gourmand Orange Blossom. Then it would be Floral Marshmallow, Floral Musk, and then, well, Floral Musk and Pretty Brown Sugar are kind of tied. So, yeah, there's that. I hope I'll come to like them a little more as they develop, or I haven't tried them on my skin, like I said. Also, I'm really not giving those time to dry down to do this review, but thank you guys all so much for watching this Black Friday haul, and stay tuned for my second Dossier very large haul. So, thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!